Hi there. Which places can you live in Nairobi? Assuming you are working somewhere near the town or the central business district of Nairobi, or even so, assuming you are new in Nairobi. Which places can you live in Nairobi? Of course, Nairobi is a very beautiful city, a city with about upwards of 5 million people, and also very many buzzing economic activities, and even so, a myriad of real estate properties out there. Talk about houses in apartment units, whereby you have many housing units in a single building, maybe studios, maybe 1 bedroom, maybe 2 bedroom, maybe 3 bedroom houses. Beyond that, we also have townhouses, more so in different parts of this city, and also we have bungalows. That tells you you're gonna have a myriad or different types of houses where you can live. And the most important thing is that all this is anchored in the kind of lifestyle you want to choose. How much are you earning? How much are you willing to spend, for example, in your day-to-day life? And even so, what kind of life do you desire, for example, for yourself or even for your family to have? All this is going to determine where you're going to live in the city. But in this video, I want to share with you in a very summarized way how Nairobi looks like with regards to housing or rental situations, with regards to accessibility, with regards to amenities in a very summarized way. So watch the entire of this video for you to know best places to live in the city in case you are working in town, or even so, you are new in Nairobi. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afagza Sifuna. And by the way, if you are new on this channel and you like the kind of videos I make around real estate, investing, personal finance, and showing you different places out there, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Down below there is a button called subscribe. Click on it, subscribe, turn on the notification, and also while you still add it, drop a like on this video. I'd really appreciate. Having said that, guys, when I think about a busy person who's working in the city, or even so, a person who needs to move a lot in the city, I basically think about 5 summarized areas where they can live in Nairobi city. I know Nairobi has over 15 constituencies and even so, very many wards. But I think about 5 general areas, which actually I can group them based on road networks in these beautiful city of ours. So the first area or a given network where a person can live is along Thika Super Highway. And I'm saying so because Thika Super Highway has very many places, very many suburbs in the city where a person can live. For example, starting right away from Ngara, going to Pangani, going to around Parklands area, going to around Kasarani area, Roysambu, Mirema, going to even Juja, talking about Ruiru. Guys, there are over 10 different places a person can live on Thika Super Highway. We're about to discuss all those. Secondly, is along Mombasa Road. Also, we have a good network of residentials around Mombasa Road. Of course, Mombasa Road is a very big road in Kenya because it also cuts across the industrial parts of the city. But Mombasa Road is actually also an area where a person can live. We're talking about areas like, for example, Nairobi West, South Sea. We're talking about areas like, for example, Imara Daima. Think about even Pastad Syokimau. Talk about Kitengela, you name it. All these are actually along Mombasa Road. And then the third place a person can live is actually along Langata Road. Think about parts of Nairobi West, Madaraka, Langata, going into Karen, towards Ongata Rongai, and so forth. And then the fourth place a person can live in the city, and actually is one of the massive places to live in the city because it has very many residents, is those sides of Jogoo Road. I'm thinking about the wider Eastlands areas. Talk about Shauri Moyo, Jericho, Donholm, Umoja, Buruburu areas, Embakasi, Fedha, Utawala, you name it. All these areas are also possible areas where a person can live in the city. And lastly, I'm thinking about the Westlands ecosystem. All accessible roads towards Westlands and also suburbs in Westlands. Having said that, how much is rent on average that you're gonna pay in these areas I've talked about? Guys, on Thika Road, when for example you are living in a bedsitter or what is called a studio, be sure you're gonna be paying rent the range of about 6k to 10k Kenya shillings each and every month for your bedsitter. In case it is a one bedroom, you're gonna be paying rent range of about 10k to 15k Kenya shillings. And in case it is a two bedroom, be sure your rent is gonna be range of 15k to even 30k Kenya shillings. Okay, that is quite affordable. And the second affordable area with regards to this is actually Jogoo Road. In reality, it's actually also the same range of rent which you're gonna be paying, because you're talking about bedsitter being around 5k to 10k, one bedroom somewhere between 9k to 15k, and then two bedroom also upwards of 15k Kenya shillings each and every month. That is the Jogoo Road areas. I'm talking about the broader Eastland areas. And then guys, the third affordable place on this list is the ecosystem around Mombasa Road, whereby for a bedsitter, for example, you're gonna pay rent of about 9k to 12k. One bedroom is gonna be somewhere between 12k to 16k, and then two bedroom is gonna be upwards of 16k. Even in some areas, like for example, down on Mombasa Road, thinking about, for example, Gateway Apartments areas down there near past the Sokimau area, near Kitengela, that area around Tough from there, we're talking about you even paying two bedroom rent upwards of 30k Kenya shillings. And then guys, the fourth affordable area on this list is the Langata Road ecosystem, whereby your rent is gonna be somewhere between 10k to 12k or even so 15k for a bedsitter. Then a one bedroom is gonna be 12k to even almost 20k, and then a two bedroom is most likely gonna be upwards of 20k. But also this depends on where you're gonna be living in or along Langata Road. And then on this list, the most expensive place to live with regards to rent is the Westlands ecosystem. I don't need to delve deep into that because guys, we are talking about you, for example, having a one bedroom there is gonna cost you even somewhere between 20k to 40k Kenya shillings, depending on where you live. And in case you're getting upwards of a two bedroom, it's gonna cost you even upwards of 40k Kenya shillings. And even so, if you're looking, for example, for more luxury, maybe trying to get a mansion, be sure unfurnished mansion, you're gonna even pay upwards of 100k Kenya shillings. That tells you also, conversely, the cost of living in these areas is actually just like their cost of housing situation. The most high cost of living on these areas is Westlands. The most affordable is ecosystem around Eastlands, because also food items are priced according to the earning potential of people out there. Because people want to sell products, say they're gonna price them also accordingly, okay? And beyond these, when you're thinking about amenities, we are talking about also amenities in these areas being quite accessible, because a good chunk of these areas, we are talking about, for example, things like, for example, schools, things like, for example, luxury parks whereby you can go around to relax, things like, for example, even you accessing hospitals being quite accessible, because all these areas have these accessible amenities. The only caveat I need to put on this list is that, guys, when you're talking about Thika Road, Mombasa Road, Jogoo Road, we are talking about all these amenities being very accessible through public means of transport, whether it is matatu or even so, whether it is motorbike. But in case you are living in some suburbs in Westlands, you better think about, for example, having your own car, or even so, having reliable Ubers, Taxifys, you name it, means through which you can't be able to move around in case you don't have your own car. Mostly because these areas sometimes are quite deserted with regards to there being good public means of transport penetrating deep inside the leafy suburbs. What do you all think about this video? Which are your favorite places to live in the city? Share down below in the comment section. Let's continue discussing theirs. There, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I look forward to share with you guys other videos next time. Cheers.